I'm Debbie from Club Drive, and at this first roundabout, check my mirror, starting to brake, we're going to follow the sign to Marple to start with. I'm currently on Manchester Road, all my mirrors, just moving on through the junction and making sure it's safe. So starting off by following the sign to Marple, the left sign shows I need the left lane. That will take us to Tiviot Way, onto Portwood Roundabout, where we will be following the sign for Town Centre. But at this roundabout we're going to follow to Marple. So checking my mirror. I'm checking my door mirrors as well for motorbikes and cyclists while we're in slow traffic. So looking right and ahead and right, and it's all clear, so I'm moving on to the roundabout. And then middle mirror, left mirror, signalling left door mirror check for cyclists, and I'm pulling off the roundabout into my 40 mile an hour speed limit. It's a new road, so new mirrors, middle mirror, right mirror, so I know I'm safe to speed up. Now this is Tiviot Way, and it's going to take me down to the Portwood Roundabout, and from there I'm going to be following the sign to Town Centre. So they're braking up ahead, so I'm checking my mirror and starting to cover my brake and brake a little. And the triangular sign warns me of traffic lights. Checking my mirror and just scanning the pedestrian crossing in case there's someone there and a cyclist who's probably pressed the button, such as easing off. And it's still green, so I'm going to continue. Now, following the sign to Town Centre, I'm going to approach in the middle lane to start with. So checking my middle mirror, it says Town Centre on the road markings. And I'm starting to brake, and I'm going to bring the car to a stop at the stop line. So while I'm stopped, I'm checking all my mirrors for motorbikes and cyclists again, and I'm looking around the junction for any potential hazards like pedestrians, and then all my mirrors moving forward, and I'm going to move into the right lane. So middle mirror, right mirror, moving into the right lane. It says Town Centre on the road markings. Also the white sign, I'm not sure if you can see it, but that also told me what lane I needed. Checking my mirror, because these have been green for a little while, they might change. Glancing right, moving forward, I'm going to follow my lane into the second lane from the right. It says Town Centre on the road markings, and the overhead gantry also says Town Centre. Checking my mirror and starting to brake, and then all my mirrors gently moving forward. Just continuing on, letting this lane spiral me away from the roundabout, checking my mirror, watching those overhead gantries, checking my mirror again, and I'm bringing the car to a stop so I can see the bottom of the tyres and at least a metre of tarmac. Again, all my mirrors, and I'm gently pulling away. On the overhead gantry again, it says Town Centre A560, and this is my exit. So middle mirror, left mirror, signalling left door mirror check for cyclists, and I'm pulling off the roundabout. And then middle mirror, right mirror, just to check to see if there's a vehicle on my right before I start to speed up. Just scanning this pedestrian crossing, and I'm now on Great Portwood Street. Okay, so now I've turned around, I'm reapproaching the Portwood Roundabout. I'm travelling back up Great Portwood Street, and I'm going to follow that sign to Manchester. So we're going back the same way. So middle mirror check, I need to approach it in this middle lane. Checking my mirror, starting to brake, and I'm going to pull up so I can see the bottom of the tyres and at least a metre of tarmac. And I'm checking those door mirrors for all those motorbikes and cyclists that could come up the sides of the car. So if one of them was there, obviously I'd let them go first, because I don't want to get tangled up with a motorbike or a cyclist as I'm pulling away. So let them go first, and I can always overtake them later on in a safe place. So I'm basically doing the same journey that I've just done, but in reverse this time, just to show you more of this roundabout and the lanes. Another mirror check, looking around the junction for potential hazards like pedestrians. Then all my mirrors, and I'm pulling away. Just following my lane. Looking at the overhead sign on the bridge, it says Manchester in this lane. Middle mirror check. Just starting to brake, and I'm going to bring the car to a stop at the stop line. And again, door mirrors for motorbikes and cyclists, looking around for potential hazards. All my mirrors and gently moving on. Middle mirror, left mirror, signalling left, left door mirror check for cyclists again. New road, new mirrors, middle mirror, right mirror. And then I'm continuing straight on, so stay in this lane. Don't move left because you'll be in a retail park. Middle mirror check, just scanning around the junction, making sure it's safe to go, because green means go if it's safe, doesn't just mean go. And then middle mirror, right mirror, because the two lanes there are merging into one. I need to know if there's a vehicle on my right, and just scanning the pedestrian crossing for any pedestrians approaching it or pressing the button. So now I'm on Tiviot Way. I'm in a 40-mile-an-hour speed limit. It's a nice dry road surface. Oh, checking my mirror, starting to brake. We have a traffic jam in front of me. And we're approaching another roundabout where we're going to continue to follow the sign to Manchester. So as I approach, I can see there's a white sign on my left. And that shows me the layout of the roundabout, and it shows me that Manchester is the third exit. Now, even on that layout, it shows that the third exit is over to the right, past the 12 o'clock position. The next sign, which you'll see when we get a little bit closer, shows me that I need the left lane as I approach it, which is unusual. So while I'm in queuing traffic, I'm going to keep an eye on my door mirrors for all those motorbikes and cyclists. And I'm going to keep regularly checking my middle mirror so I know what's going on behind my car at all times. There we go. So you can see in that sign that I need the left lane for Manchester. So I'm keeping over to the left as I approach the roundabout, moving into the 30-mile-an-hour speed limit, just checking my mirror. When I pull up behind this vehicle, I'll be leaving a gap so I can see the bottom of his tyres and at least a metre of tarmac. So that way, if something with a blue light came up behind me, a police car, ambulance or fire engine, I'd easily be able to move out the way. Or if the vehicle in front broke down, I could get past him. And also, the closer you get, the more exhaust fumes you get into the car, and I really don't want that. Plus, if I got really close to him, it'd be difficult for me to see past him as well, so I want to stay back a little bit. So as I approach, I'm looking right and I'm looking ahead. I'm watching my door mirrors as well. Looking right, looking ahead, looking right, and I can go. So moving forward into the left lane, just following my lane around. And then middle mirror, left mirror, signalling left, left door mirror check for cyclists, and I'm pulling into my new road. New mirrors, middle mirror, right mirror. And I can see that it's safe for me to speed up. So checking my mirror, and now I'm not. So middle mirror check and starting to brake. Staying in the left lane because the right lane will take me into another retail park. And again, I've left that nice big gap between me and the vehicle in front. And I'm checking my door mirrors and I'm looking around the junction that I'm about to go through.